wanted it or not from other wrestlers, he had help.
Thank you. That's all.
Okay.
All right.
Hold on, Max.
Jasmine?
Jasmine had a question. Whoa.
So, Jasmine's question: being so small and being an otter, what was your inspiration for being in the Wrestling Federation? Who or what was your inspiration?
Well, being a Joshi style wrestler before all of this, I kind of already fell into it. I would say it was more along the lines of a family thing. There were very few career paths that I thought I'd be able to excel in, being so small. But quickness and agility really counts in the ring. And I seem to excel at it. So, yeah, that's about it.
Okay, we have a
I don't think
question
being an
here.
otter specifically has anything to do about it. I'm still elaborating. Anyway, go ahead, Max. Oh. Was that it, Hammer? Did you see anybody else?
Yes, I have a question here from Dave the Tailor. Why are you short?
I have a response for Dave the Tailor. Why are you so stupid? Why do you look like that? What are those? And what the fuck? That's about it.
Okay. Max, you want to go ahead?
Hi, yes, Magus Nilrum. I'm with the Golden Stallion Gazette, and I'm just have to ask. It's a triple threat submissions only match. What is gonna be your strategy when you have, when you have to make one person submit, but then you have another opponent, basically in at your side trying to mess up your moment. What is your strategy for that?
I appreciate the question. It seems to put a lot of thought and effort into it. I appreciate that. But, honestly, I'm not going to give away my strategy because there's a lot of people here. I will say, though, that keep something in your back pocket and wait for your moment. That's going to be the key, I bet. Did I answer your question?
Yeah. Thank you. Follow-up question. Why are you so adorable?
What? Shut up. I go now, Hammer.
We have a couple more. There's one question. This one is from the Twitter feed. They choose to remain anonymous. So, from Anonymous, you went from total sweetheart to tiny terror, taking names and kicking ass. What happened to cause you to have this attitude change so much?
Something specifically happened, but I'm not going to give it the satisfaction of knowing that it's the reason why I've changed. So I'll just say I grew the fuck up. I still have my adorable moments anyway. I mean, I literally just got asked, why am I so adorable? So yeah, next one.
I believe that's it. Thank you.
Awesome. Um,
We have a little bit of time, so before we bring the owners out here, uh, I will field some questions specifically as Executive Vice President of Operations and Creative. So if you guys have any questions on the ops side of things or booking creative storylines, I will take those questions right now. We have one question from Dave the Tailor. If you're the vice president, where are all the vices? Dave, my vice is marijuana. As you can imagine, helping run a place of this magnitude can be stressful. So I choose to lean on breathing exercises in order to make it through the day.
you also keep telling us to keep our damn clothes on.
Yes, do not get naked. Uh, God dang it. Yes, we can discuss financials in this segment as well. Adrian, please.
Well, with all due respect, I mean, I think Mags beat me to it.
I'm sorry. All right, go ahead, Max.
um. Actually, Adrian, go ahead and take this one. Mine still needs to be formulated.
Yeah, of course, no worries. Again, Adrian Banner, FSPN. Um, as far as the operation side of things go, obviously you guys got big shoes to fill on the back of last year's Endgame and the insanity that all went into the matches, the building sets, and the whole 9 yards. Now it looks like we're getting a taste of what's happening this year. Do you have any gnawing concerns about, I don't want to say one-upping yourself, but in a sense kind of one-upping yourself and trying to set that bar again for potentially an Endgame 3?
Um, it's safe to say that every time we come out, especially the talent, whether I ask them to or not, they're always trying to one up themselves. They're always pushing to go further, go farther, and I think um, you're going to see a lot of that last year. Um, for a lot of the roster, this was their first time experiencing something like this. The awards show what the awards would be and how people would get nominated, things like that. They got a little bit more familiarity with that. They saw it again this year. We're going to see the awards show. Cheap plug. So if you guys haven't gotten your votes in, then get those in. If somebody in the back could get the link for the voting polls out there so you guys can vote for who those winners are going to be, you'll see um, the award ceremony Sunday for who those are going to be. But that being said, having the award ceremony has kind of flipped the switch in a lot of their minds on how to go further, go harder, things like that.
Awesome, thank you.
All right. God help me, Max. Are you good to go?
Yes, I would like to ask when will we be rescinding the Mags rule here at Honor? I think I speak
Um,
for everybody here when I say the Mags rule is pure bullshit. Right? Right, guys? Who's with me?
Bag's rule, as it has become known as, will be rescinded when I am dead, buried, and my soul has been laid to rest.
So you're saying there's a chance?
Max, as somebody who sits next to you on the desk, I'm pretty sure HR is going to be hearing about this one.
That is all.
These nuts.
All right. Let's see. Next question. Harley. Oh. All right. Harley says, "Hello. My name is Harlequin Locke. My question is direct towards Kazim Arliss. Mr. Arliss, I have repeatedly asked you to pay me my money, and on numerous occasions he has refused to honor his debts. Mr. Arliss, will you pay me my money?" Well, Harley, I know not what you speak of. It's been a while. So yeah. Hey,
We smoking runts.
So Harley says on July 23rd of last year, I was voted second place costume cost. Oh, snap. Ah, I forgot all about that. All right, I got you.
Bruh.
I completely forgot about that one. That one's on me. I apologize, and I got you. That was a cursed image that I got. Listen, all right, I'm not a shyster. I'm a stoner. Uh, oh Jesus, that's true. In my defense, this was not reminded till now. We also have another question here from Dave. Um, what challenges have you faced trying to manage such a chaotic roster? Um, I would say the biggest challenge is getting everybody opportunity. There's only so many hours of shows, so many hours we can do of promo. You know, the clock can only tick for so long. So being able to manage a roster of people who could main event in anywhere in on the grid can get difficult at times, and trying to explain to people, hey, there's something bigger at play. I can't go into the details, but there's a plan for you. Just hold on, just ride it out, just keep doing what you're doing. Sometimes that can be kind of difficult getting guys to buy in and believe that there is something on the other side of everything that I got you doing without being able to outright tell them what I got them doing. Dave also asks, would you describe the roster as quote unquote bussin' or nah? This roster is absolutely bussin'. This is bar none the best roster on Second Life. Like to steal a crackhead's line, it's where the best wrestle. So yes, this roster's bussin'. Fine, not wine. All right. I think that we're good to go now. So, without further ado, please join me in welcoming Honor Pro Wrestling owners Kat and Kieran Darkwatch. Wonderful. While Kat gets her mic together, as always, let me know if anybody has any questions.
Okay, am I here?
Yep.
Yay! Anyway, Kieran, of course, is always running late. He'll probably show up late, fashionable entrance and all that, because that's Kieran for you. But, welcome to the conference tonight, and, we're definitely glad to have you, and we're excited to hear about all these amazing matches, with this being our second year, for Endgame. This should be quite entertaining. While we're waiting, Kieran, if you have any questions for us as owners, would gladly take those, and I can help answer those.
We got one with Alenka. All right. Alenka asks, this is simple but deep. Are you happy with how things are going?
Please bear with me if my mic is a little loud. I'm realizing that I have to fix the settings, but absolutely. Things have been amazing the last couple years, and to add to that, we have the best staff, honestly. Mr. Arliss was right when we say that we have the best staff in all of the federations in SL. And here's Kieran, as I said, fashionable late entrance.
Greetings, everyone.
Yes, traffic was hell.
I see what you did there.
Oh, all right. We've got one from Harley. What you got? All right. Harley says, "Oh Jesus Christ! Last year I was killed when a building fell on myself and my friends. For this year's endgame, what assurances do you have to attendees that wish to enjoy the event without fear of Roman structures will fall on them?"
All I can say, carry your own insurance because wrestlers are not paid enough. So be very cautious and just keep an eye on everything around you, because you never know what's going to happen at endgame.
It is written on the back of your tickets. This is at your own risk. So.
All right, Mags, what you got?
Mine is a two-part question to the owners of this federation. One, when can we expect the rescission of the Mags rule?
Never.
Follow-up question, please.
No.
Follow-up question, but seriously, how does it feel to have a wrestling organization that is embraced by furries and humans alike?
Well, this was our dream, honestly. Back when we began Honor, this was part of our vision to bring furries and humans alike to the same place and bring the best of the wrestling community together. Because we felt like we need to have more of a community and less of the he said, she said type of ideas.
That's it. Thank you.
All right. And we have one last question. This one is, what has the Honor Pro journey been like since opening your doors?
That's a big question. We started with nothing, really. Honestly, it was just friends trying to help provide and bring our bring our dream together. Apparently, I cannot talk today. Please forgive me. And then we have honestly gone from the bottom, honestly, to the top. Like, each time we've had a new idea, we've had new staff that helped us with new ideas. On top of that, we went from a warehouse that was, you were afraid to walk in because you were afraid of stepping on rusty nails or the rats or anything else, to what we have now with the Lion's Den. So it's been an amazing journey, and I'm really excited to see where we come from here.
I'm pretty sure that the Honor Pro OGs are immune to disease at this point. So, I mean, it was a perk.
I think you're right. That's why we don't have insurance in the ring, right?
All right. That being said, thank you, Kat and Kieran. We will see you all later.
Thank you, and enjoy the rest of the conference.
Thank you, everyone.
With that being said, we will start moving on to the matches, and we will be starting with one half of the, I believe, second ever official fight pit match in Honor Pro history, The Wolf, Rome Whitesong.
Evening, everyone. So, not really big on these. So I guess just start asking your questions.
First one from the internet feed. It's our friend Dave. How did you go from Rome and Empire to Rome the Wrestler?
From Rome, the Empire, to Rome, the what?
Wrestler.
The wrestler. Well, one, I've never been an Empire. But actually, I was inspired to join wrestling from Tracy in the back. That was a couple of years ago now. Not really much else to say about that.
All right. Second question from the Twitter feed. The fight pit is an incredibly violent structure to wrestle in. Being that you challenged Lamar in this match, what inspired you to lay out such a challenge?
Oh, that's simple. He pissed me off. I get pissed. I get violent. A fight pit. 4 walls of chain link fence. A catwalk above to throw someone off of. Doesn't get a whole lot more violent than that. So, I'm going to extract my pound of flesh from him through the fight pit. Also, telling someone to meet you in the pit is just fun.
All right, Adrian?
I'm literally going to do this after I get called, so just bear with me, Hammer. You're going to be hearing this all night. Adrian Banner, FSPN. Rome, you've been in the game for a little bit. Lamar is absolutely new to the scene. I don't think anybody really knows him, which is probably why the whole cult thing has caught us all by surprise, probably even you. So with that in mind, and with you, by your own words, getting pissed right the fuck off, and pardon my French, and challenging him to this fight pit match, how do you prepare when you're going up against the unknown?
Well, you train in a lot of different styles and variations, both trying them out and against them. I've faced a lot of different opponents over my time. It makes it so that I'm very adaptable to a given situation. I also don't go in underestimating anyone. There's every chance Lamar's going to pull some trick out and he's going to be the one walking out and not me. To prepare is just expect the unexpected. Does that answer your question?
Yeah, I think it does. Thank you.
All right. Next up from the Twitter feed. A lot of people would see an advantage in having a manager, especially one that brings strength in numbers. What made his offer so easy to turn down without any consideration?
Well, it has to do with how he went about it. The first time I met Lamar, I had just finished wrestling with Rainbow. I was tired. So that was a really bad time to ask. And then he interfered in a match. Now I don't have many rules, but I have a few. Don't fuck with my business. The matches are my business. You get involved, makes me angry. So I punched him and then he kidnapped me. So it made turning down his offer, I guess if you could call it that, very easy.
All right. Um, last question. Dave again. Is your hair naturally red or do you have a large strawberry budget?
I'm a natural ginger.
All right. Well, thank you, Rome, and we're looking forward to seeing you on night one of Endgame.
Looking forward to it.
All right. Next up, we will move on to the next match on the in-game card of the first ever gladiatorial match. So, that being said, please join me in welcoming the All-American himself, JB Barbosa.
Test, test. Can you all hear me? Okay, so let's hear. I'm very honored to be here at Endgame, and I'm gonna give everybody a really great show on Monday. It's been a bit of a difficult road, I will admit, with Chiyoko coming at me at every direction these last few weeks. But as always, I just do the American thing and I just keep on plowing forward. I'm gonna admit, I'm a little nervous about this gladiatorial match. It's gonna be no pinfalls, no submission. Just me and my opponent, and we're just gonna be banging at each other for all we're worth for over 10 minutes. So, we're going to be giving you one big show that night.
All right. We have a question from the Twitter feed. Chiyoko is clearly getting under your skin, and your temper has paid the price. Do you think you'll be able to keep your focus come fight night?
Oh, I ain't gonna be keeping my focus. I'm gonna be using that anger. I'm gonna be using that rage. You're gonna be seeing a new vicious side of the American badass. I'm gonna be telling you right now, I'm gonna be going after her with everything I've got. Next question, please.
Okay. We have one from Tina Turney, All-Star Elitist Wrestling Magazine. You said that you're coming from the American heartland, but where exactly in that heartland are you from?
Well, I'm gonna be honest. I'm from a A little bit all over America. My family did a whole lot of traveling when I was a youngin', and, well, to quote the song, I've been everywhere, man.
All right. Um, Adrian.
Hey, Adrian Banner, FSPN. Mr. Barbosa, I feel like your career here at Honor Pro is taking a bit of an interesting turn. You know, you're starting things off um, kind of going back and forth with Riv Torres. Now you're going after, or rather, she's going after you and Chiyoko. Would you consider this to be a bit of a string of bad luck as far as the women's roster is concerned? Because normally one would think that you'd be more focused on the men's side, and yet it seems as though it's the women who are taking pot shots at you.
Well, I'll admit I did do a bit of a tweaking of the Raptor's tail there, but I don't consider that a waste of time. Riv, let's just say she has anger management issues that I was hoping to address. And as for all my issues with Chiyoko, well, she issued a challenge, I answered it, and this is just the route she's meant gone. So I am hoping to get a little bit further on in my own division soon, but for right now, I'm just dealing with what's in front of me.
Understand that. Take them as they come. All right, we we'll take a couple more questions. This one from the Twitter feed. What exactly does JB stand for?
JB, well, I tell you, it stands for J and it stands for B. That's as simple as it is. That's how my parents signed me up, and that's how I'm a-going on. So if you folks can think of something else to make those initials work, go right ahead. No, not Jack Black, Mags. Trying to get me sued?
I have actually met someone. I've actually met somebody like that. Their parents named them after Lyndon B. Johnson, so their first name was LB. Next question. With your final decision coming to a vote, are you going to be content with the judge's decision, no matter what?
I'm going to be content because I'm going out there to win. I'm going to be giving it my All-American all, and I'm going to be going through Chiyoko like a hot knife through butter. I'm telling you right now, folks, she's just gone too far in this feud, and I'm aiming to finish it.
All right. Last question for the All-American. This one is from everybody's friend Dave. Why did you retire from advertising Moo Moo Mashing chocolate milk to become a wrestler?
Well, I'll tell you real simple. They just weren't paying me enough. I mean, I was out there and I was selling that Moo Moo milk, and I mean, just the paychecks weren't coming in, and wrestling's always been in my blood. But I am thankful to the Moo Moos for the opportunities they gave me while I was there.
All right. All right. That being said, thank you, Barbosa, and we'll see you on Monday.
Thank you. Stay tuned in, y'all. Be good to
All right, we will be moving on to the next match on the card. Starting with the challenger, we will be seeing a women's conquest match. So please join me in welcoming the destroyer, Riv Torres. Joining Riv in the match, we have the Honor Pro Wrestling Women's Conquest Champion, Rosie Scott.
Is this thing on?
All right, are there any questions for Rosie or Riv? Okay. First question is from Dave the Taylor. This one's for Riv. How long did you have to practice dodge rolling to perfectly iframe the giant meteor? Riv responds to Dave, do you want to die? Um, hopefully Dave is able to live to see Endgame. Anybody else? Any other questions? Okay, this one is for Riv. Also, Rosie's having a few technical difficulties, so for the moment being, please direct questions to Riv. That next question for Riv. If you manage to become the Women's Conquest Champion and defend your title 5 times, what are your plans? All right. Riv responds, obvious answer. Take what I am owed and win the women's world title. Okay. Riv, next question from Twitter. Rosie Scott is the most successful women's conquest champion we've had so far is the most. What has you the most worried about facing her in the ring? Riv says nothing. Follow up to a previous question, Riv, if you get the women's world title, what are your plans with it afterwards? Riv says another easy answer, keep it. Okay. Next question is Adrian.
I think actually Harley was before me.
So sorry, I missed that.
Okay.
Okay. This one's for Riv. As I believe you are the only dinosaur in the Fed, do you feel seen in this Fed? Would you be happy to see more dinosaur representation, or would you have to kill the competition in a turf war? Riv says, seen? You think I'm not seen on this stage? Of course I'm seen. Other dinosaurs in the promotion? Possibly. Depends on if they fall in line. We have a question for Rosie.
Yay,
Rosie.
Oh, hello.
Rosie.
Yes.
You're also someone that we've seen a bit of an attitude change in of late. You've made a solid effort to clean up your fighting style and have represented the Conquest Championship with honor. What changed? What caused this change in you?
Well, my whole thing was Genesis. So, because everyone kept saying it was like a whole thing of new beginnings. And honestly, I kept thinking about a lot of stuff and just like, I don't know, just wanted a bit of a change. Since people see me, well, as, you know, a bitch, maybe be seen as less of that.
All right. I like it. I like it. Another one for Rosie. This one's from Dave. Everyone asks what the dog doing. No one asks how the dog doing. So, Rosie, how are you doing?
Physically, fine. Mentally, we'll leave that to debate.
All right, and our last question. Adrian.
To say, don't make me regret passing the torch off before I had a chance. This question is going to go to the current champion here, Adrian Banner, FSPN. I'm curious as to your thoughts going into this match because, respectfully, your entire title reign, including you getting the title, has been sort of marred with one interruption after another, whether you're even the target of the active anger, vitriol, feud, whatever you want to call it. Your matches have more or less always had some theme to it, and it's someone else getting involved. Do you have concerns about that same theme recurring again at Endgame, or is this truly going to be Riv Torres versus Rosie Scott?
Well, to be honest, I'm going to ask you this. Would anyone really be willing to interrupt a match with Riv?
You know, you make a good point. You make a really good point.
But hey, I am determined to do this on my own, and I'm gonna do it. And that's that.
All right. That being said, thank you to the both of you. Everybody give it up for Rosie Scott and Riv Torres. And also, as a personal note, being the first of the both competitors being here, thank you for keeping it clean, keeping it professional. It's not very often that these things keep it clean, but the fact that we've kept it to a few death threats and that's it, this is a win. Not sure if that's going to be kept that way because next up we have a few folks coming because this is the Triple World Tag Team Championship Triple Threat Ladder Match. Since I'm already here, please join me by my tag team partner, the Aussie icon himself, Josh Ronfani. Josh is on a smoko, so it'll be just me. I will be joined by my opponents, the first of which guess we'll get her out here and her tag team partner. Please give it up, Valkyrie Grimsdottir and Tawny Rankin, Dominion.
Okay, well, since Steve wants to fuck with my music. There it is. There it is. There's my music. Alright, you took too long. You can cut it. Alright, so what? Do we get the mic all to ourselves, or are you going to drag out the victim-blaming ignorant piss hands as well?
Please join me in welcoming the Honor Pro Wrestling World Tag Team Champions, Tracy Stallings, Bella Delina, VIP.
There it is. There it is.
Before before we get started, I just want to make it very clear. The only reason me and Bella are beating the shit out of the three of you right now is because Brian Mercury made it very clear what would happen if we did. So I guess we're just forced to play nice. Now,
Yes, we are supposed to play nice, just like I'm supposed to overlook the fact that you look like a fucking bellhop at the Ritz trying to work for pennies. So just take a seat, let's answer some fucking questions, and then we'll get to kicking your ass on Monday.
Okay, God help me. Does anybody have any questions for anyone? All right. Here's one from the Twitter feed. We haven't seen much of VIP altogether, even with Bella working on her own a lot lately. How cohesive can we expect VIP to be when it's time to defend the belts?
wait. Well, I'm actually glad you really asked that because it's very clear that, yeah, I had some distractions early on. I had something on my mind, but that is gone now. It's in the past. I've moved on, they've moved on, and we're all better for it. So, unlike last time, where I made the horrible mistake of leaving my partner here high and dry, and she still managed to take on Isabel Dread by herself without my help. Even though that happened, I can guarantee you, I can promise, I'm never going to make that mistake again. I will never fuck her over the way that I did that night. It is my mission to make sure that I am here for her the way that she has been here for me since day one. So you can expect us to be perfectly in sync come Endgame Night 1.
I find it so hilarious that we're supposed to just get over everything that you've done for the last few months and just assume that this is the rom-com farewell that you've all been wanting. Things don't just get better overnight, and yeah, whatever. This is bullshit.
You see, you're right. Things didn't get better overnight. It literally took a year of me going through hell and literally getting my ass kicked at All-American Brawl to realize how bad I've been fucking up. So I'm so glad you pointed that out. It didn't get better overnight. We worked at it and I fucking suffered for it.
Well, I think I can speak for everybody when I say things will get better once we get those belts off of you, but that's neither here nor there.
Finally, something I can agree with,
How
Hammer.
all that worked last time?
Well, last time we weren't involved. Now, I think there's more questions to ask.
Speaking of, from the Twitter feed, this one is for Dominion. You two are the tag team that nobody saw coming. That being said, what is your aim once if you are able to obtain the tag team championships?
I mean, I'll defer if... No, who are you kidding? You already passed the microphone over to me, so I'm doing the talking. At least as far as I'm concerned.
I'm here. I'm here.
Oh,
I'm here.
thank you so much, Bogan Watch. Shut up, I'm answering questions. Wait your turn.
Okay.
Jesus, hell, take a sip of water or something. Main event Boganuso over here. Anyways, to answer the question, to answer the question, it doesn't stop with the belts. Dominion, as I said before, and as Milka represented me, we're here to take. We're here to show the roster what power really looks like. I'm never going to stop until I reach the top, and Valkyrie is here to instill some actual lessons in violence. To put jokes like VIP and Hit Squad in their place, because for the last year and some change, it has been so much of the same, and so much of just passing the buck back and forth. And when I say that there is a new generation of wrestlers on the rise, and new generation of athletes who are working their asses off to make a mark, not just in this Fed, but in this business as a whole. We're not interested in stopping until everything that we can do has been done.
That's adorable that you think anybody cares about new generation.
Right, and if it's actually that attitude, that's why we're doing that. Because you, Mr. Tooltime, have gotten way too comfortable expecting everything to fall into your lap. But now you have to actually work for it. And when you get your ass kicked on Monday, you can tell me I was right. Next question,
This
please.
is where you're wrong. You need to
Next
do a
question,
history
please.
lesson, child.
Excuse me, you're doing such a really bad job of emceeing, okay? The question has been answered by me, directed to me. Now you can do us the honors of directing us to the next question.
Well, here's a question from me. No, Mighty Mouse, you shut the fuck up. This is my time, all right? This is for this pint-sized little mouth over here that thinks, oh, I'm new, so everything's coming to me. Do you know how it got here? Do you know where the opportunities for this shit came from? This motherfucker right here looking like Dark Henry. I'm the one. You sitting at the table that I motherfucking set. Do you understand it? Do you realize the amount of shit I've had to go through sitting at VWE, busting my ass for a contract?
Where? You don't have it, genius, okay? I never said that I was getting handed shit like some millionaire's bitch baby in the form of Rosie Scott, okay? I'm not saying that I'm getting handed shit. Everything that I have done, I have worked my ass for in spite of motherfuckers like you, Mr. Wakanda Forever looking motherfucker, every time you come out to the ring. Flexing your hit squad, which we can't find half of these days.
Hey,
I'm not saying...
keep my girlfriend's name out your fucking mouth.
Come out here and say it to my face. Next fucking question.
Keep my girlfriend's name out your motherfucking mouth.
Oh, damn!
Any questions? Okay. Next question, Alenka. Okay. This one is for Valkyrie. Alenka asks, do you have a Patreon deity? Also, how much of your spirituality is involved in your wrestling?
Oh, I'll speak for Valkyrie on this one. Simply put, hell. 1L for the Americans in here. She guides Valkyrie's hand, as all things should.
All right, next question, Harley. All right, this one is for Tracy. Tracy, you were going through a metamorphosis recently. Are you a werebadger, or is it more like a Hulk thing? Who is the real Tracy?
Look, I have... That's something that's very confusing for me. I mean, all I know is it's mostly tied to my emotional state of mind. When I mean, definitely I'm a werebadger, I can't deny that, but it's just all about my frame of mind. And both sides are me. At the end of the day, it doesn't matter what side I'm showing. Both sides are me at the end of the day, whether I'm human or I completely lose my shit and I turn into a honey badger again. Like, that's something that I don't fully understand, but someday I hope I will. But like you said, like, I have been going through a metamorphosis. I have been going through a lot of changes. First year, greatest year of my life, met with a sudden heartbreak at the end, and then all of a sudden everything's upside down, turn around, topsy-turvy, and like I said, my only focus right now is just be here for Bella and make sure that I don't screw things up with her, and I will do anything to make sure that happens. before I get called a hypocrite, yes, I will do any underhanded thing to help.
And here I was about to actually compliment you.
All right, and we have another question. This one is Mags.
Yes, how do you feel going into this first ever triangle ladder match? This goes out to all the teams.
Well, belt holder, you want to start?
Oh, why not? Why, it seems like the tag team champions once again have to take the lead, so let me go ahead and answer that for you, Mags. How are we feeling about going into this match, the very first three-way ladder match for the tag team championships in Honor Pro Wrestling history? It honestly feels like familiar ground for us. I mean, in spite of all of our differences, in spite of everything that we have done, for better or worse, and in spite of everything you guys might judge us for, the simple fact is that VIP set records this year. Very first Women's Conquest champions, the very first tag team champions. Let's not forget Drake holding the world championship. On top of it, we have went from zeros to becoming the most prominent faction this entire federation has ever seen, including outdoing those clowns at the end of the so-called hit squad who could hit a broadside of a barn if their life depended on it. So yeah, I'm feeling pretty fucking good.
Okay, calm yourself before you start spouting fur again. What's this, Valk? Oh. Okay, I will get to that in just a second. I want to say my piece first, if that's okay. So, at least as far as I'm concerned, being new to the tag team division, my entire career, recognizing I've only been in this, I haven't been in this a full calendar year, and as far as Honor Pro is concerned, I've barely been here 7 months. I've done nothing but firsts for me. My first grand duel, my first tag match, my first stipulation match against Rainbow, my first ladder match against North American champion Emery Rayner, who you saw so gracefully come over here and stop short of pulling a Will Smith. Everything I do, for better or worse, has been a first for me. I am a walking guinea pig who looks like a wolf. And yet, in spite of all that, win or lose, I have always come out stronger for it. So, am I nervous about a three-way tornado tag ladder match? Well, yes. I mean, I am the shortest person between the six of us. I think I'm not going to pretend like I'm not. But that's all the more reason for me to work my ass off and prove why I deserve to be the next people to hold that belt. Why we deserve to be in the conversation with groups like Hit Squad that at one point were dominant and taken on groups like Legion of the Damned who have fallen to the side, against groups like VIP who started off insane and dangerous and who, in my personal opinion, have fallen to the side worse than a bad episode of Dr. Phil. So that's something to keep in mind. And then on Valkyrie's side, yes, I see you, Valkyrie. Valkyrie's written down for me because Homegirl's not interested in speaking. They underestimate us, and for that they'll pay. I respect them less than dirt, especially snakes like VIP. I think she's referring to the repeated chair shots I've taken on Tuesday. I do still feel that, by the way, Tracy. But again, win or lose, yes, there's a little bit of nerves at work, but that's not going to change our attitude going into this.
Josh, you want to take this one? You want to go first, or?
Yeah, I'll take this one. Let's be honest here. You know, this is a first for all. This is going to be one brutal match, and I gotta say, whoever comes out of this, we're gonna. Well, actually, it doesn't even matter. I know for a fact that we're gonna take this home. Me and my homeboy Hammer here, we're gonna take belts home. We're gonna regain Hit Squad's image back. We're gonna set things right. And I gotta say, like, I'm looking like the two other teams here, and like we got Bitch and Bigger Bitch in the form of Dominion, and we got
Straight
I
shit
don't
show.
even know. Yeah, I agree with you. Yeah, but then we got also. Let's be honest here. Like there was a question earlier about like Tracy being like, "Oh, is your wear badge or whatnot?" It's like it doesn't really matter because you know why? Because like at the end of the day, you're still that flat earther bitch. You're still that flat earther bitch that thinks that you can come over here and
Okay.
want this ass.
Yes. So triple threat
Someone
ladder
turn off
match.
this idiot's mic.
I think we can make this very simple. I win. LOL, Hammer wins. Everyone else is a nil because none of these motherfuckers are gonna do shit when they get in the ring with me.
Are
That
you
being-
saying none of us in the same way that Valkyrie nearly had you running back to Wendy's crying? Or none of us in the same way that you get into an all-out war with VIP in the streets and still end up hiding behind, what was it, a mailbox?
Everybody, these pissants are dismissed. Everybody say goodbye to the losers. Let VIP be seen with the championships one last time, and we will move on.
Hey, Hammer, why don't you go beat your meat over it if you're so upset?
Yeah, I heard Skillix is waiting. Bitch.
They're the reason why the tequila came out. All right, and in the main event, we will see another member of VIP, the Dragon, Drake Edwards. All right, and defending their title against Drake, we have our defending champion, the Black Diamond, Richie Rich.
Yeah, how y'all doing? It's your boy, Richie Rich, the Black Diamond, WL Superstar, and the current reigning defending undisputed Interpro Wrestling Champion. So yeah, how y'all doing?
A little tense out here a little while ago. Hopefully, we can bring things down a little bit, back to a professional level.
As long as this your little bitch squad come out, then everything will be cool. Sorry.
Don't know about professional, but all right.
All right. Any
And
questions?
Tani is so charming as always.
Questions for Richard Bitch? I mean Richard Drake. Okay, this one is to Drake from Dave the Tailor. Dave asks, you claim to want professional. Does that mean you're shaving the man bun?
The man bun has been gone since we, as VIP, did the Helldivers entrance. It's been gone. None of y'all have noticed. So, yeah, it's gone. There is no man bun left. Thanks for noticing. It's not a bun.
Next question is Jasmine. Okay, Richie. Jasmine asks, how does it feel to have fans dedicate their love for you when you show out to the ring? Does it give you motivation and make you feel like you're on top of the world?
Well, first of all, Jasmine, thank you so much for the very, very interesting question. And yes, every time I step not only on the ramp, before I even go out, I hear the crowd chanting my name. It just feels, it adds an extra level to what we do in the ring. And of course, I always thank the fans. I always thank those watching at home. I always thank those that are just training me, just letting me be the best I can be, not only for this company, but for this great sport we call professional wrestling. So yes, it gives me some euphoria when I go into that ring. So I thank y'all so much for it. I do appreciate it. Yeah.
Very nice, very nice. Okay, second question, Adrian.
Hey, ladies and gentlemen, Adrian Banner, FSBN. This question actually is going to go out to Drake here. A lot of people have been raising issues over the course of the last few weeks with respect to your, I'm going to use the word persistence, with respect to getting the rematch clause officiated. Mostly because they cite your hesitancy to allow the same after you picked up the belt originally from Ray. Is there any concern of apparent hypocrisy in this expectation, and should that be a concern in people's minds as we head into your match headlining Endgame Night 1?
There was no hypocrisy. I made an agreement with Ray. Ray signed the agreement. The agreement was if he didn't defeat me, or he wouldn't get another chance at the World Championship as long as I held the title. That's not hypocrisy. That is a legal contract. And of course, with me not being the champion currently, or anymore at this time, that's out the window. So Ray can have a championship opportunity any chance he wants.
Well, right, but let me slightly correct you on this one, Mr. Edwards. I'm aware of your second match with Ray when you picked up the belt. Rephrase, when Ray came after you to try to take the belt back from you. However, I'm more referring to in the immediate aftermath of last year's High Stakes when you had the belt from Ray. Oh, rephrase, sorry. Ray defended that one. The first show immediately after High Stakes when you took the belt off of him. There was a period of time before he got that match at Love Hurts, in which case those stipulations of yours came into light. But I'm talking about the time period before Love Hurts.
I would much rather talk about Endgame, but I'll entertain you long enough. Anyone who's been in this business knows that not only is there the physicality, there's also the mental game. Anything you can do to get under an opponent's skin gives you an advantage. As far as if I am victorious and I do become the second ever two-time Honor World Heavyweight Champion, you want a rematch, you can get it. In fact, I'll tell you right here, right now, if I beat Richie on Monday, Richie gets the first match. In fact, I'll do it the first show once we're back from break if that's what we need to do. Are you satisfied with that answer? Can we move on? I know he was the first time. I said I would be the second one.
Well, darling, I think I have all the information I need.
All right. Next question, Miss Rose.
Hello. This is Miss Rose reporting from Nortown News. I just want to have a question for both of the wrestlers up there. You guys have been going through many of an arc and all of the wonderful stories and all of the wonderful wrestling that all of your fans, and excluding Drake, doesn't have any fans. Anyway, I just wanted to ask, and the people wanted to ask, both of you, do you have any regrets going into this big match?
If I may, any regrets? I have a few. A few of my regrets is that I wanted to have a bit more challenges before bitch Drake over here decided to kick me in the ass at All American Brawl, as y'all saw. Gave me one clear shiner in the back of the head, so not me clear out, so that was a bit of a kick. I can't give him that. But I do have some regrets on that. Because when I first came out with the World Heavyweight Championship, I said I wanted to face all the top talent that this business has to offer. In fact, that this entire grid had to offer. The door was wide open. Now, of course, a lot of people, Drake, wanted to say that I was avoiding said dragon, that I was avoiding him, that I was dodging him, that I was ducking him. When I stated, whoever wants it can come get it, that's what I meant. Whoever wanted it can come get it. Now, I don't know why Mr. Edwards up here didn't want to take the first shot when you had the chance, but you want to blame management. You want to blame management. Well, fuck that. I blame you. You didn't take that shot, so you have yourself to blame there. But you have your shot now, so congratulations. You got it. But come in-game, come Monday night, when it's the main event, when the lights are the brightest, I plan on doing one thing and one thing only. And that is win.
Confidence. Bravado. I like it, Richie. It's just going to make when I beat you Monday that much sweeter. As far as regrets, absolutely none. Everything I do, everything I say has a meaning and a purpose, and there's a plan behind it.
All right. Thank you, gentlemen. That being said, everybody, we will see these two in the main event of night 1 of Endgame.
Richie, I know you might not believe this coming from me, but I wish you the absolute best of luck. You are one of the best wrestlers we have here. I'm good too, and you know what? On Monday night, whether people like it or not, the two of us are going to absolutely steal this show and show them that not only is Honor the place to be, but that we are two of the absolute best wrestlers in the world. They are going to have a show, and we're going to beat the living crap out of one another. And the best man Monday night who is left standing will be the champion. Good luck, sir.
I'm gonna have it any other way, but oh wait, just one more thing. Before I go, I wanted to bring you on a parting gift.
Hey, no. Not today. Not today.
That was from last time.
Now, you know what? Hammer. It's cool. I deserve that. It's wrestling. It's a receipt. I'll just say that. If that's the best punch he has, Monday's going to be fucking easy as shit.
I'm gonna need more tequila. Okay. Moving on, we will have one half of the Inferno match, as announced by Brian Mercury via social media. The Lady of Wrath, Isabel Dread.
I am the sickness you cannot define, the nauseating smile in your mind. I am the anger, the hate, and the pain. You'll remember me.
Alrighty. Are there any questions for Isabel? Oh, Jesus. First questions from the Twitter feed. Isabel, what does JB stand for?
JB probably stands for Just Beef or Jacqueline Billy or Jim Bob. It's probably Jim Bob. Yeah, Jim Bob Barboza. Justin Bieber's also a good one. I will accept Justin Bieber.
Okay, and we actually are being joined by the other half of the Inferno match, Auntie Barbie. Wait, is she leaving the doll? Is she the doll?
Oh God, no, please.
Is the what's?
No, like that. We really don't need to have her out here. She can stay. Oh fuck.
Yeah, okay. Taking questions over here. Don't fuck with that shit. I seen Annabelle. All right. Question for Isabel from Dave the Taylor. Izzy, is saying "go to hell" a compliment for you?
Okay. So, but basically, I mean, I guess, I mean, I will say one thing. I absolutely don't want to go back there. It sucks worse than here.
That's fair. Next question, Adrian.
Hey there, ladies. Adrian Banner, FSBN. This question is actually directed towards Anti-Barbie. Am I as far away from this desk as I can get? As far away as I can get without it looking that conspicuous. Anti-Barbie, you're going into an Inferno match against the Lady of Wrath, the Third Circle of Hell herself. Feel free to respond, Isabel. I don't know if fire is really a thing that affects her. It's part of her ring entrance. So on paper, it looks like you're the one with all the disadvantages. how is that affecting your preparation for this match on Tuesday?
Okay. Um, Auntie Barbie says, I may have a supposed disadvantage. However, I've prepared to make things even. I don't want to know
But
anything
quite
about that.
simply, that things are not going to be even. Not, I don't even know what happened to you, like, or what fucked up thing you did, but things are not going to be even. Come Endgame Night 2. I'm absolutely going to wipe the fucking floor with you, and I can't wait for everybody to see it.
Okay. This one, last question from the Twitter feed. This one's for Auntie Barbie. Auntie Barbie, is that even you in there, or is it Diana, or something even worse? Because after the last video we saw of you, we all saw you with your head spinning around like a scene straight out of a horror show. What are we even dealing with now? Who are you? Auntie Barbie says, like I said, Auntie Barbie isn't here now. I am who I am. That's all you need to know. Uh, uh, uh-huh. I'm, I, Everybody say thank you to Auntie Barbie and Isabel. I'm gonna go pray.
Are you seriously just sitting in a corner now? Like, the special effects, like, they should not be affecting anyone. Like, they're just fucking special effects. Look at her. Like, what actually changed? Like, seriously, come on. People. You guys are paranoid. And stupid.
I'm not fucking with this shit. Okay, last question. Harley. Okay. Harley says, I have a question for the artist formerly known as Auntie Barbie. What do we refer to you as now? Anti-Diana? Was Diana a ghost doll? A possessed doll? Serial killer in a doll? You have my support as a marionette American. She's Diana. Okay. That being said, we will be looking forward to seeing
no.
these.
I'll tell her what, I'll tell you what you know her as. What you know her as is a fucking loser. The loser of an Inferno match as I melt her fucking face off. Doll or not.
Oh, okay. We're gonna say thank everybody. Thank you to Auntie Barbie, Isabel. We will see them in the opening, not the main event, in the opening of Endgame Night 2. Nope, 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 nope.
What in the Sam hell?
Uh, I think the Inferno match is still on. I don't think she went to Glory, but we'll find out on Tuesday. That being said, we're going to hear from the North American Championship Triple Threat match. Let me look at the card. Starting out, we heard from her once, back again. The Kawaii Killer, Echo Kiyoki. All right, and joining her in the match will be the Raging Cajun, Lafayette Boudreaux. And last but not least, we have the Honor Pro Wrestling North American Champion, Emery Rayner.
Renegade by nature, child of the wild, wrestling with danger, right into the arms.
All right, we will take questions for these three. First one, this question is for Emery. Emery, is there anyone that you've faced in the past that you would like to run it back with, and why?
I mean, sure. Of course, I will say one of those people is no longer here, unfortunately, but he knows who he is. I wouldn't mind running it back with him, especially next time maybe his goons wouldn't come after me. But as far as people who I've met that are actually still here, I told Tani that any time, of course, if she insults my girlfriend again, we're going to have a problem. But I'd say either Tani Rinken or Valkyrie Grimsdottir, because that match was I truly enjoyed that match. And just a little bit of backstage stuff. Valkyrie is an absolute pleasure to work with. So, Valkyrie and Tani both really are. So I'm really excited about that. But we'll see what happens. You never know.
All right. Adrian.
Hey, Adrian Banner, FSBN Network. I already opened the night asking this question to Echo, so forgive me, Echo. I'm not going to make you do it again, but I'm going to turn the question around to our current champion here. You have seemingly done so much with this belt that we haven't seen in a while, from grand duels into fatal four-ways to triple threats to ladder matches. You have a decorated history of being, pardon the phrase, Darby Allen. And yet it seems as though some people are still not willing to acknowledge you. At what point is enough for you? And is that going to affect your mind going into this match with Lafayette and with Echo?
Of course, it affects the mind. You know, you work all of your life trying to do something like this. You know, to make yourself as best as you can. And when you don't get that recognition that you feel you deserve, yeah, that definitely affects you. There's no doubt about it. But what I will say, as far as what I heard Echo respond with earlier, in getting in the ring with champions, well, I guess we're just going to have to find that out here at Endgame now, aren't we? Because there's going to be at least one in the match that I'm with, and she knows who she is. But what I will say is that if I end up winning that match, I don't think I'll need to have any more statements to be made. As you said, you know, I've done a lot with this. I feel like I've earned it at this point. But that's not to say that the job is done. You know, you're never prepared for what it takes to hold one of these championships, but you're really not prepared for what comes after you hold it. And I think that's the hard part that I had to learn my first cycle, and now, you know, we're further on into the second here and getting close to the end of this one. And I feel like I'm in the best place I've been yet as far as my championship run.
Thank you.
Any more questions?
I think our friend Dave had one for Lafayette.
Oh, yes. Dave asked Lafayette, "Are you afraid of wearing shoes because there might be someone you knew?"
Ha 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 ha. Very funny. Let me tell you, I don't wear shoes because I don't need to wear shoes. I don't care if it's somebody I knew or not.
Well, all right. And we have a question from Richie Rich.
Hi, yes, Richard Howard from the Rough Cut Network. This is actually a question to Echo. So, Echo, we've seen you face countless of people throughout Honor's history, and I guess the question that's been on my mind lately is that you look across the table, you see a walking, breathing dinosaur lizard, and also a rat who nearly, you know, died in the ring from a ladder 10 feet off the ground. But I asked a question to you. What makes you different from your counterparts on this desk here?
Honestly, I don't think very much. I mean, you're willing to bring up old past prior injuries. I got hit by a fucking fire truck. You remember that? I do. It was not fun. So, I guess, looking at it a bit deeper, I'd say the thing that separates me is a want to prove myself to myself. Is that better? Trying to give you an honest answer and not be a dick.
Yes, that's a well-formulated answer. Thank you so much.
All right, we have a question from the Twitter feed. This one is for Emery. Emery, do you believe in Shango?
Shango asked that one, didn't he? No comment.
Follow up, not a question, but response. Pussy.
Yeah, that answers that question. But he's not Joe Henry, okay? So it doesn't. If you say his name, he doesn't automatically appear. So
Probably for the best. No Shango. He's chaos. Okay.
you don't have to tell me. I know all too well.
Oh yeah.
But,
okay.
I will say this though, real quick, and I'll keep it quick. I feel like having faced Shango and Valkyrie in the past really helps in the situation when you're having to deal with a 7-foot tall handbag over here.
It's fair. Yeah. Um. Okay. Last question, Alenka. Okay. Lafayette. Alenka asks, um, from Louisiana, what's your favorite seasoning?
Tony Chachere's, of course.
What? I think you made her day right there, Lafayette.
No, I'm a little partial to slap your mama, but you know. But that will be all. Thank you, everybody. Thank Echo, Lafayette, and Emery. They will be having a triple threat submissions match for the North American Championship on Tuesday.
I say thank you all for coming. Very much appreciated and look forward to seeing you then.
I ain't thanking no one. This is dumb. Why I even gotta be out here again with Chuck E. Cheese's younger brother and a guy with the last name of Booty Row? I'm out.
And Tuesday night, we're going to put that name Unbreakable to the test, yeah.
Bring it on.
All right. Next up, we have one half of our Men's Conquest Championship match. The North American champion himself, Ray.
Hello, 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 hello. How is everyone doing? So,
Game Ray.
I've done these before. It's all I can really say is this is gonna be I think this is gonna be a pretty fun match to do. I'm gonna do my best to take on Skillix and complete my fifth defense of this Men's Conquest Championship right here, and just to answer any questions before that's answered, my plans specifically is that I'm after having given it some thought. After the fifth defense, after my fifth defense, if I still have the championship by then, who knows? Skillix is a pretty tough competitor. I've been doing my homework. He's gonna be tough to beat. But if I do defend it, my intention will be to go after the North American Championship. After whoever wins that match. But anyway, I'm gonna let Hammer take over, and let's get some questions out, shall we?
Any questions for the Ray? All right, Richie.
Yes, hi again. From the Rough Cut Network, Richard Howard here. Ray. So after that fifth defense, and once you do get that fifth defense, you're gonna go to Disney World?
No, I don't have any plans of going to Disney World. I'm probably going to just go and do some training, enjoy me a nice steak dinner, and then who knows? Maybe I'll go watch a movie. I don't know. I'm not planning on going to Disney World. That costs money. I don't. Do I look like I'm made of money here? This suit is really disheveled, so you know.
Next question is Alenka. All right. Alenka asks, "Do you ever quit?"
That depends on what you mean by quit. Like, do I ever quit? Do I ever quit in like a match sense, or have I? Because I seem like I'm always going where? Like, you talking about like just never giving up? I mean, I try not to. I mean, Hammer can attest to that. I never when he choked me out after my championship win at high stakes, I didn't tap out or anything. I just, you know, I haven't tapped out, if that's what you're asking. I am talking, Miss Rose. What are you talking about?
All right.
You're very much welcome, Alenka.
All right. And we have a question from Harley. Okay. Harley says, "I have a question for Ray J. Raymond Johnson. The Golden Gun has served you well for all your previous title defenses. Do you worry that your opponents might be able to find counters for it?"
All the time, actually. You've seen it. You've seen it before. I'm pretty sure you have seen it before. If there's a way to, it's a very telegraphed move, or like I telegraph the hell out of it sometimes, but like there's also, you know, the whole like the whole dynamic of like, if they see it coming, they can either like dodge out of the way or you know, catch me. I'm legit throwing my weight into you through my knees. That's like, if you're able to get out of the way, you can get out of the way, and I'll be in big trouble, because at that point I am very much, in fighting game terms, I am negative in my I am negative in my recovery. So, you know, that's for any of you fighting game fans out there. My recovery frames are not good.
All right. And the last question will be Mags.
Oh really? Wait, we're already at the last question?
Hi, Mags No Rum from the Golden Stallion Gazette. I would like to ask Ray. Raymond T. Jefferson III.
Okay, there's no T, Mags.
And
it's not the third. It's just Ray Jefferson. Golden Gun Ray Jefferson, or just Ray. However you like. Anyway, what's your question?
My question is, what is the perfect amount of beans to enjoy?
Why is okay? Hold on, Hammer. Can we get another question? This is not a This doesn't seem like a very good question. I'll answer it, but could I get like one more question about Endgame after this? Not just like end. No, we can't possibly end it on this question.
All right. Here's one. This is the last question.
Oh, hold on. I'll answer Mags's Beans question. I'll humor him.
Why do you hate the press so much?
Shut up, Mags. Anyway, I'll humor you. The perfect amount of beans to have is however much it takes for you to be satisfied in eating. Anyway, let's get that final question.
So you would say that a second helping of beans
Mags,
is
shut
not
up!
a good idea.
Mags, shut up. The final question, Hammer.
Okay. We've seen you show your ass on the big stage before. How much are you looking on showing that ass in the match at Endgame?
Excuse me? What the There can't that who asked that question?
It was from the Twitter feed.
The Twitter feed. Okay, so it was anonymous. First off, what this is this seriously the last question too, Hammer?
Yes, we have to continue.
That's just what it's just the thing I do is I turn my back, just toward my back, and I do a cool pose. That's really it. It's not my intention for y'all to be looking at my ass, but okay, that's anyway. Anyway, with that, I guess as Hammer said, we got to move things along. So thank you all for your some good questions and some of your very much not so good questions.
Everybody
Richie says he has one more question, but I think I actually have to get up here. So
we got to keep it moving. I'm sorry.
yeah. So yeah. You can ask me on the side or something, Richie. But anywho, y'all have a good night. Be sure to be sure to go to Endgame and watch all these amazing matches that are coming up, and yeah, cheer for me for my match against Skelix or not. I don't care. You're the fans. Have a good night, everybody.
All right, and we're gonna shuffle the order a bit here. And before we next up, we will do the main event. We have the challenger, or only actually, we have the challenger for the women's world champion, Seraph. Nope. You guys are lovely. Does anybody have any questions for Seraph? Okay, Max. Max says, "What the hell?"
follow-up question is, how do you feel coming back to Honor Pro and main eventing the biggest show of the year?
Um. Okay, Richie.
For the Richard Howard from the Rough Cut Network. I did just a tiny question. Who did your makeup as far as the people is good? Oh, okay.
Oh hell no.
I'm not sure where she.
Oh no. Well, before I turn my pink pants into brown pants, we are going to continue. And last but definitely not least, we will be starting. Please join me in welcoming to the ring. Go hell. Please join me in welcoming, first coming to the ring, the legendary Matt Scene. And Maxine's opponent, joining her as two legends clash, my baby mama, the Dawnbringer, Lyra Phoenix. All right, do we have any questions for Lyra or Maxine? Oh, Miss Rose, what you got?
Hello. Hi. Big fan from both of you. This is Miss Rose from Northtown News. I have a big question. You two are the powerhouses, legends in the wrestling community. And I am excited that you two are going to be going head to head. And in this, I am wondering, after this fight, will you two gain respect? Will you two not exist with each other anymore? I want to know, after this match, win or lose, what's going to happen afterwards?
Oh god damn it, my shit ain't working right again tonight. Kind of love when that happens, especially when you need it. Honestly, the respect's already there for Lyra and myself. We faced each other so many times in the past. This will be the last time we face as rivals. Note I say rivals. That doesn't mean that we ain't gonna be in the ring together again. I kinda put the option out there of perhaps maybe the two of us being a tag team in the future. We'll have to see how things go. But yeah, it's not like we're gonna completely ignore each other backstage, especially with how famously we've been getting along lately. So.
Well, I mean, Maxi Dole has my respect. I mean, honestly, it goes both ways. So, I say we know each other already. We face each other across the grid already, so that's moot point. This is like a set of time I think we face one another. But yeah, we have respect.
Okay, thank you, my non-existent baby mamas. I mean, yeah, cool, yeah.
Love
awesome.
you!
Next question, Mr. Howard.
Is she gone? Is she gone? She's gone, right?
I think we're
sorry.
good. I think we're good.
Professionalism. Hi, yes. This is Richard Howard with the Rough Cut Network. To both Miss Maxine and Miss Lyra. Considering both of y'all's past with being in the ring together, one-on-one tag team matches and all that, we've seen you both go head-to-head countless of times. But a couple of weeks ago, we seen one Tracy Stallings kind of get involved with whatever you two got going on. And I must ask, do any of you have a plan in place in case, Tracy ever wants to get involved and potentially, and quoting, not myself here, hogging the spotlight if she were to into this match?
To be perfectly honest with you, we already had this out this week with Tracy in the ring. She promised us that she's done. She's not going to get involved. And, I know you don't want to blindly trust her, but Tracy is like a sister to me after all, even despite all the shit. We're going to hash it out later, but, honestly, I could tell by looking at her face, she was genuine in her comment that she's going to stay at it.
She's not going to play a part in this. I'll tell you right now, already knows that we're good. We're all good. So there's no reason to even think about that. Tracy is good. I'm going to tell you that right now. You could think about what you want right now, but that's the past Tracy. This is the current Tracy.
Tracy's a bitch.
I mean, so am I, but what's your point?
That was reflex. Any other questions?
Just so you know, I know it's getting a little bit late out here, so I'm going to try to wrap at least my stuff as fast as possible. Therefore, I will not be taking any questions, but I will say this. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for being here today. I stand before you feeling very emotional. One last match. It's a culmination of years of rivalry, respect, and passion. Maxine, you and I have faced each other countless times. We've pushed each other to the limits, taken each other to places we've never thought possible. Our battles have become the stuff of myth and of legend. But now it's time to write the final chapter. One last match. It's not just a tagline, it's a promise. Maybe it's also my last time in the ring as well. Who knows? But this match is a promise to our fans, to ourselves, and to the legacy that we've built. This isn't about championships or to settle scores. Is it about respect, competition, and honor? Maxine, you are one of the fiercest competitors I've ever known. I have nothing but respect for you and for what you have achieved. But make no mistake, when that bell rings, you are my prey. But this is our moment to shine, to show the world why we are the best. There will be no excuses, no regrets, just two legends, giving everything they have one last time against one another. To our fans who have supported us through every high and low, this match is for you. Maxine, let's make this a match of the decade. Let's leave everything in the ring. When the dust settles and the final bell rings, let the world know that Lyra Phoenix and Maxine gave them something truly unforgettable. Thank you.
I wouldn't have it any other way.
All right. Anything from that scene? All right, then. I think that's everything. Ladies and gentlemen, please give it up for Lyra and Maxine. You will see them Tuesday at Endgame.
Thank you very much, everyone.
With that, the Honor Pro Wrestling in-game press conference is at its end. Once again, I was your host, Hammer, and we will see you all for the next event, DCWF, here at 2 p.m. SL.